True. Let's go to Comma Green, we steady on the rise. Digging truth from ancient scenes, we open blinded eyes. Rhyme sharp like pirates' lines, we break the bondage tight. Kamji speaking revolution, keep the fire burning. The drums guide our stride, we march with purpose proud. No more silence, we collide, our voices thunder loud. Politics and history, we stitch them in every verse. From Pharaoh's throne to Yaoundé streets, we claim the Kamjiverse.
Ancient Kemet belonged to the Black African world. At the 1974 UNESCO Cairo Colloquium, leading Egyptologists argued that pharaonic writing, religious cosmology, and institutions must be read within an African horizon. Forcing Egyptian into Semitic frameworks distorts its distinctive grammar and history. Comparative scholars such as Cheikh Anta Diop and Teofilo Benga demonstrate that Kemetic, Coptic, and many modern Black African languages display systematic correspondences, predictable phonetic changes, and shared morphosyntax. From this basis, African historical linguists infer a genetic relationship in a family called Niger-Egyptian and Paleo-African. Genetic relationship is established by replicable, rule-governed sound changes, shared basic vocabulary, and common morphology. Just as Grimm's law traces regular shifts in Indo-European, the Paleo-African comparisons show environment-specific patterns and repeatable changes that appear across many lexical items and languages. The following phenomena, with concrete examples, summarize those patterns. 1. Labial stop alternation and fricativization. Labial stops alternate in voicing and sometimes weaken to fricatives. Examples: Kemetic per house corresponds to wall of per enclosure house. Soto Nentlo. Kemetic B palm branch corresponds to Mbochi Ibia, Yoruba Ope. Kemetic passage to divide corresponds Coptic Fachi. Fang Efa, Mbochi Ipasa. Kemetic PRW excess corresponds to Pularbur. Kemetic pad Ni corresponds to Douala Bongo. Kemetic Petit Archer corresponds to Pular Petowo. 2. Debicalization/velar lenition. Velars weaken to glottal or fricative outcomes in certain positions. Examples: Kemetic can, black char, corresponds to wall of hem, to char. Related forms: Kemetic kilometers black and Coptic kaim correspond to wall of him and Bambara kami. Kemetic K3, bull cattle, corresponds to Nuer OK and Saraka. 3. Rhotic liquid interchange, lateralization, and prenasalization. Rhotics shift to laterals or yield nasal/prenasal outcomes. Examples: Kemetic RMT man corresponds to Nuer Ram. Mbochi Olomi, Tekelumi, Douala Lopo. Kemetic RNP.TT year corresponds to Nuer Ruon. Wall of Ren, while Bantu outcomes show prenasalization, Fang Mbu, Mbochi Obivu. 4. Dental palatalization and affrication. Dental stops palatalize or affricate before front vowels or palatal glides. Examples: Kemetic DT viper corresponds to Coptic ajo. Mbochi ne dizo. Kemetic D to give corresponds to Coptic T. Bambara D, Ewe de. Dagara D, to eat, also fits the D to T alternation and shows occasional change to nasals, Iwe na or M sango mu. 5. Sibilant alternation and retention. Sibilants alternate in voicing and place, often retained in grammatical markers. Examples: Kemetic SM, priest, pray, corresponds to Coptic semu. Mbochi iseme, Kikongo sema, to bless. Kemetic sman corresponds to Bantu musi, inhabitant. Sangozo, banda kose. 6. Prenasalization and cluster adaptation. Consonant clusters are reinterpreted differently across branches, often by adding or shifting nasals. As stated previously, Kemetic RNP.at year corresponds to Nuer Ruon and Bantu MBU/OBVU. demonstrating cluster restructuring and prenasalization as regular outcomes. 7. Retention of core vocabulary and semantic pathways. Core kinship terms, body parts, and pronouns resist borrowing and thus are powerful evidence for inheritance. Example: Kemetic MWT mother corresponds to Coptic Mao, Mao, and Membochi Ma, Mosima, Baule Ma, Bambarama, Nuermur. Kemetic Na, we, our, corresponds to Dualana, Kikongona. Kemetic Ibi, heart, corresponds to Membochi Iba, liver, semantic shift. Igbo, Obi, heart. 8. Shared morphosyntactic patterns, adjective-noun order, adjectival behavior. Mitremenkemi and many African languages share syntactic habits. Adjectives commonly follow the noun as epithets. Predicate adjectives are often invariable, and adjectival nouns function substantively. Obenga documents these parallels in Mpongwe, Fang, Banda, Oromo, Bagirmien, Sara, Hausa, Ewe, Songhai, and Bambara. These are patterns unlikely to result from chance or isolated contact. Concentrated kinship evidence. Kinship vocabulary offers particularly concentrated cross-family correspondences, high-value evidence for genetic links. Husband, Kemetic Hai, Coptic Hai, Hai, Manding Kieke, Bambara Kieke, Malinke Ki, Koikai, Izon, Yoruba. Wife, Kemetic HIMT, Coptic Haime, plus Hyomi, Kikongo, Bembe, Yimi, Fang, Gabon, Yam, Hausa, Aya, Iawo. Mother, Kemetic Mute, Coptic Mau Mau Meumo, Akan Mame Ena, Baule Mane, Bambara Maba, Membochi Mamo, Mosima, Nuer Mur Mor, Zelgwa Mur, Soto Mame Father. Kemetikit, Coptic Jot / Ayot / Iate / Iati, Kikongo Ta, Membochi Ta, Efik Ete, Falito, Gatse, Igala Ata, Idoma Ada, son, daughter. Kemetic Sei / Sat, Coptic Sio, Bambarashie, Mandingsi, Bandaze / Zu, Bozosi, Kikongose, Wall of Sat, brother / sister. Kemetic Sen / Senet, Coptic son, Bejasan, Mandingsan, Kikongo Sana. Placed beside Semitic and Indo-European kinship sets, Akkadian Abum, Hebrew Ab, Sanskrit Pitar, Latin Pater, Akkadian Umu, Hebrew M, Sanskrit Matter. The Kemetic Black Africa cluster is distinct, numerous, and internally regular. These are the kind of concentrated, basic vocabulary correspondence that signals genetic relationship. Numerals, supporting comparative data, selected. Below are representative Kemetic numerals and reflexes across Black African languages as recorded in the supporting data. These forms show recurring phonetic templates in basic counting words, another domain resistant to borrowing. 1. Kemetic wo/wa. Reflexes owa nago, wo edo, vien yalof, veta kosa, wami shabe, womi nupe, wami kakandi shabi, wako, bumke bayung, woto, beseki. 2. Kemetic snw/snow. Snow also attested. Reflexes sob begarmi, sarda, mandara, zimbini, kosa, severe, dalagoa bay, sin, shila, soli, loango, sole, banda, sere, debalemas, so, pori. 3. Kemetic HMT/shomant. Reflexes meta, Yoruba, Saba, Bambara, Sohang, Rio Nunes, Sawa, Dwama, Sawa, Mande, Ato, Igbo, Eta, Efik, Matato, Bondi, Tatu, Congo, Tatu, Luango, Batati, Madongo. 4. Kemetic FDW/FTO. Reflexes Fudu Hausa 5/6/7/8/9. Kemetic attested series examples Du, Sarsve, Sizwe, Esfau, Hemneve, Pesdikao. Reflexes include Duru, Bambara, Diu, Rom, Wolof, Tumat, Timini, Dolu, Lolu, Mande, Tewe, Mahi, Ran, Yoruba, Isi, Igbo, Fa, Yoruba, Asa, Asato, Igbo variants, Itolu, Igbo, and the 10 sequence Mewa, Yoruba, Egwa, Igala. These systematic changes, voicing alternation, debocalization, rhotic liquid interchange, and retention, are not accidental. They obey environment-specific rules that mirror well-documented phenomena in historical linguistics. The hundreds of lexical cognates demonstrating these phonetic laws, spanning from West Africa to the Nile Valley, serve as genetic fingerprints. This evidence positions Kemet not as an isolated entity, but as the earliest attested branch of a macro-Paleo-African linguistic family. This connection represents shared ancestry rather than mere influence, with Proto-Niger Egyptian as the root. For African diaspora and continental communities, reclaiming these ties reaffirms roots in a civilization that pioneered mathematics, architecture, and philosophy millennia before European contact. As Obenga asserts, rediscovering Kemet's African context restores historical agency, demonstrating that Black genius is foundational, not derivative, and continues to inspire global Black identity today.
Let's go to Comma Green, we steady on the rise. Digging truth from ancient scenes, we open blinded eyes. Rhyme sharp like pirates' lines, we break the bondage tight. Kamji speaking revolution, keep the fire burning. Ship drums guide our stride, we march with purpose proud. No more silence, we collide, our voices thunder loud. Politics and history, we stitch them in every verse. From Pharaoh's throne to Yaoundé streets, we claim the Kamjiverse.